everyone, it's Eva. I'm barefaced today because I thought it'd be fun to consolidate my makeup and try to make it as minimal as possible, especially for traveling. This is mainly for traveling actually. Danielle and I often fly on standby, so usually when you do that, you kind of want to only have a carry-on because you don't want your big luggage full of important stuff to just go missing or go on a plane to somewhere else where you don't actually make it there, and then it's a pain in the butt to basically get it back to where you are, wherever you're gonna be at whatever time. So carry-on is the way to go, and that means that you're going to have to grab everything and stuff it into the tiniest little carry-on case. That's pretty relevant to me because Daniel and I are going to his parents' place next week, or this week actually, for next week. Basically, I'm going to want to bring the least amount of makeup possible so that I can save space for other important things like my film gear, which I have a lot of it, that I kind of like to just bring around with me because you never know what shot you want, you know? So we're gonna take things a little old school YouTube right now, and we're going to take some makeup products and use it for more than one purpose, I guess. Alright, so this is what I've got for my makeup, and so this is all the stuff that I have in Texas. Don't mind my dirty brushes, I need to clean them. But obviously I can't bring all the stuff, especially for TSA. You have to have it in like a Ziploc bag. So I'm just going to try and figure out what I actually need and what I don't need while having some variety for things. Okay, so first things first is primer. I was thinking maybe I don't need to bring primer because, you know, if your face is really moisturized, it might cancel it out. Kind of, not really. Actually, it's a totally different purpose. But back in the day, I used to not use a primer and it was okay because my face was super moisturized. But thinking about it now, I really hate putting makeup on my skin without primer. So let me see if I can actually find a small primer. Okay, well, I don't have a sample size primer apparently, so I do have this one that I've been using, which is the Benefit Professional Pearl Primer. I really like it. It makes my face really smooth and everything applies nicely on it. It is like half full, so I think it'll work out because it takes up less space anyways, and it's not as heavy. I think I put too much in my hands, but let's just put this all over my face. Yep, I definitely put too much in my hands. I'm really bad at multitasking. Even when I'm streaming, it's like someone will talk in chat and then I'll just look over and then I'll just die. That's just always what happens. Okay, so I'm gonna go wash my hands now, and I'm also going to turn off the heat because it's freaking hot. Next thing I'd usually put on is eyeshadow primer, but I did also put on face primer, and I'm trying to not bring so many things, so I think I'm gonna pass on it because I'm also not going to be doing any crazy makeup looks since I am just going to his parents' place, so that is something I don't need. Next up is concealer. I have two different kinds. I'm not sure which one I want to bring. I have the Benefit Boing Airbrush Concealer and then the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. I think I might go with the Benefit one just because when I use my fingers, it tends to still have a lot of coverage. Meanwhile, with the Maybelline one, it usually has more coverage when I use a brush in my opinion. So I'm going to go with this one because I really don't want to bring too many brushes as well. Brushes take up a lot of space. This concealer is actually one of my high school favorites. I've used it in high school, covered up like a lot of pimples, even though I probably shouldn't be putting makeup on all my pimples in high school. And it was also really easy to use because you pretty much just dab it on. See, I probably should have brought a mirror. That would have been smart of me, wouldn't it have? Oh wait, there's a mirror here. That's the coverage I want. Not too heavy and not too light. I feel like it's a little too dark for my skin tone right now. I'm probably going to have to get another one that's lighter toned, but it does its job. Next up is powder. I don't really like putting on foundation because of when I had acne in high school, so I'm kind of really hesitant to put liquid foundation on my skin now. So I'm very loyal to the MAC Studio Fix powder. And it does come with this little thing, but who really likes using these sponges? Let's be real. I really don't want to bring a lot of brushes, but I've got to bring a brush for this. Oops, sorry, I just spit on you guys. It's a good thing I'm talking to a camera and not you guys in person. But I'm just gonna sweep this on, or pat this on actually, and then sweep it on. I really like this powder because the coverage is amazing for a powder. Like, you wouldn't expect it to cover up most things that it does cover up. And because it's a powder, it does feel very light. Alright, so let's go in with bronzer next. I think I'm going to go with my Hoola. Do I have the Hoola light with me? I do have the Hoola light. I'm really not sure what makeup I brought to Texas and what makeup I left in Canada. Everything's kind of like separated between the two. I need to do a few more trips back and forth to bring everything, but I think I'm gonna go with the regular Hoola. I do like the Hoola light, but I'm just way too lazy to build it on to get the exact shade I want, so that's why I always just go with the normal Hoola. Okay, so I'm gonna open this brush that it came with because I don't want to bring my other brush. It's pretty big. I usually use this brush for my bronzer, but since I'm trying to save space, I'm going to use the brush that this came with. And I have used it before. It's pretty nice. It's just I prefer the yellow one since it's more angled and a little easier to use. Wow, I haven't used this brush in a while, but it's actually really nice. It's nice and dense. And if you're trying to get a lot of color at once when you first start, it's perfect for that. I do have to say though, this brush is a little rough, but it's not like sandpaper rough. It's just not as soft as the brushes that I'm used to. I'm going to leave this on the side for now because I think I'm going to go back to it. As for blush, I think I want to bring a lipstick for it because I do want to bring different types of lipsticks as well, just so that I have like a variety of colors. Where is it? Yo, there's been this guy that lives like the floor above us across from me. He's been smoking and going up to smoke every 3 minutes. Like, I know because I've been filming, so I can clearly see him smoking. Guys, don't smoke that much. Smoking's not good in general. I like how when I decide to try and film, I can't find any of my makeup that I wanted to show you guys and use for different things, but alrighty then. So for blush, I was going to use one of my NARS lip pencils. I believe the color was called Ricudian. It's a very nice soft pink that's also very natural looking for the lips. I also thought it'd be really nice as a blush because these pencils also blend out really nice. Like, I've swatched them before and blended them out. They're very soft and velvety feeling. I really like their lip pencils, but I can't find it. So that's out of the picture. The blush that I've been using is the Makeup Forever Artist Face Color, and this is in whatever color this is. I'm so good at this. This is in B210, and it's like this. I actually don't have a magnetic palette with me. I left mine in Canada, stupidly, so I've just been leaving it in this packaging right here. It's pretty velvety and light feeling, so I feel like I should be able to blend it out with my fingers rather than having to bring a brush. Does a relatively okay job. Not amazing. I feel like a brush is definitely better, but I don't really want to bring that many brushes as I've said before, so this works out fine for me. You guys probably can't really see it because the lighting is pretty white, but it's fine because it's a very mild pink color anyways. It's supposed to look super natural. For my eyebrows, I've been very loyal to this product. This is the Benefit Cut Brow in 02, I believe, yeah, 2. I really like this product. And I actually introduced it to me and I've loved it ever since. It's easy to use, easy to bring around, and it comes with a little brush like this tiny. It doesn't even take up that much space. It's perfect. It comes with everything you need. My eyebrow hairs today are just going everywhere. I feel like I probably slept in like a really weird position or stuffed my face too deep into a pillow while I was sleeping. My eyebrows are being extremely freaking difficult today. Like, it's not that hard just to freaking go on properly. Alright, so that's the best my eyebrows are going to look today. They are really not feeling like doing anything properly today. Also, I'm going to skip the highlighter because I don't feel like it's super essential. It's not like I'm going out for a super glam look or I'm going to go anywhere where I need to look super glammed up. So I'm not going to bring highlighter. I'm also not going to bring eyebrow gel because I think if anything, if my eyebrows are going to be really crazy, I'll probably just get like some water and kind of just, you know, press it in place or something. But otherwise, for today, just because I'm filming a video, I'm going to use the Benefit 24-Hour Setter, which is really nice. It really holds your eyebrows in place. It's like hairspraying your eyebrows. Like, that's how good it is. Except it's not sticky and gross and doesn't make your skin feel nasty. Also clear, which is great. Like, it's so good at keeping your eyebrows in place. For eyeshadow, I will be bringing an eyeshadow brush because I don't understand how people apply eyeshadow with their fingers. Like, I can't do it. I'm not talented enough. Maybe I can use my fingers to apply like the middle part if I wanted the middle part to be like lighter or shimmery. But in terms of actually, you know, making it look nice and everything and getting a cut here and whatnot, I can't do that with my fingers. I'm not talented. So as I said before, I'm going back to my bronzer and I think I'm going to just use this as an eyeshadow because it looks like it's a very nice brown color and it's probably going to be the only color that I'm gonna put on my lids. I'm also going to be using this little fluffy brush that's from Hush. You guys probably saw the Hush video a while back. I've been using the brushes ever since because they're really cute, they're very lightweight, and they're just nice to use in general. I'm just gonna apply it right there, apply some on this side, and just sweep it in. Not going to go for any crazy guy looks or anything since I'm just gonna go visit his family. Alright, pretty solid. And for those of you guys who think it looks crazier now, don't worry. It's like when you put on the lashes and the eyeliner, it looks more normal. Or at least it covers the funny mistakes you make, or, you know, mishaps. I'm not a professional makeup artist, but I do know how to hide my mistakes. Okay, so that's done with. I saved myself space from bringing a palette, because usually I'd use this one. This is the palette that I've been using pretty often. It's the Bubs Beauty one. And I just really like the colors because they're very neutral, and there's even shimmery colors that you can put in, you know, the corners of your eyes, but this is pretty big, and I'm not about bringing this around, so we'll just use Hula. So for eyeliner, I'm definitely going to bring eyeliner no matter what, because I just feel like my eyes feel a little naked without eyeliner. And I used to use the NYX Epic ink liner, except it exploded last time I went traveling. Like, I went to go open it and I was on top of a bed and whatnot, and it just exploded everywhere. It was not fun. And I felt really bad for housekeeping because of it. Also, the bristles kind of got mangled a lot because of putting it into the package. I think the packaging, like, it was nice, it's sturdy, it kept everything closed, except when you put the bristles in, if you put it at even the slightest angle, it will mangle the bristles. So it was kind of annoying at one point because my bristles got really crazy and whatnot. So the one that I've been using is the Iris Beauty one, which I really like. I was gonna talk while I put this on, but then I realized you don't just talk while putting on eyeliner. At least not any average person. You need to be super focused for it. But anyways, I really like this eyeliner because it dries really quick. It's very black and it's easy to use. The point is very pointy. I just have to mention though, the main downside for this is that it's not super inky, so when you're trying to have a light hand to get like a really nice thin line, it's kind of hard to do. It really only gets inky if you press hard, and when you're trying to get a nice thin line at the end or a wing, it does get pretty tough. However, for the time being, it is the best choice out of all the liquid liners that I have right now available to me. But if you guys have any suggestions for liquid liners, let me know down below, and I'd love to try it out. Just please don't list, you know, like $60 eyeliners because I'm not rich, so give me some affordable ones. As for mascara, I'm gonna skip mascara because I'm probably going to be using lashes, if anything, if I do feel like wearing something to make my lashes feel a little nicer. But I will be bringing in an eyelash curler. I'm gonna be using the Shu Uemura one that I've been using for quite some time. It just fits my eye shape so beautifully. I'll grab my lashes in a bit to put on, and then for lipsticks, I was gonna bring a variety just because I thought I had my NARS pencil, but apparently I don't have it. So I guess I'm just going to bring just this color and some type of red. So the lipsticks I'm going to be bringing is the Makeup Forever Artist Liquid Matte. Wow, that's such a weird choice of wording in that order. In a 109. I've used this so many times. I love it. It's my favorite. If I run out, I'm definitely gonna repurchase it. And then I'm also going to bring a red color, and I'm using the Maybelline New York Super Stay Matte Ink in 05. I like it because it's not too red, but it's also not too dark, and it's just, I don't know, I just like dark lipsticks for some reason. So let's use these two, or not these two, let's just use this one because that's not mixed lipsticks. But these are really nice because they don't really smudge once they're dry, and they last for quite some time. Also, if you're new to liquid lipsticks and you're really not used to putting them on and you suck and whatnot, I still suck sometimes, but if you do the Makeup Forever one, I don't know what it is with the applicator and the formula, but it just makes you into a professional putting it on. For some reason, it's just so easy to apply compared to other lipsticks like this one. This one's probably like average to apply. It's just I'm kind of really not great at putting on lipstick. But this one, it makes you into a professional. I don't know why, it does. So if you're new to liquid lipsticks, I'd highly recommend this. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put on some lashes, and I think that's everything. It doesn't look like too big of a, actually it does kind of look like a pretty big pile because some of the things in there are pretty big, but I think we did a good job. Surprise! I also changed up my contacts, and yeah, I know you're not supposed to put on contacts until after you've done your makeup, but how the hell are you supposed to put on makeup when you're blind, you know? It's just, it never made sense to me. Like, I'd have to be this close to the mirror, like this close. I'm pretty, you know, I'm pretty impaired when it comes to vision. If you guys do want to know what contacts I wore, and if you guys want like similar ones, I'll leave the links down below, as well as a coupon code for 15% off. But anyways, I got these contacts sent to me from Iris Beauty. The ladies, they're awesome, and because of that, obviously you guys know that I'm going to be completely honest with all my reviews. I'm going to give you guys the good and the bad. So these contacts, I'm going to start with the good, I guess. So first off, you guys know the color is extremely vibrant. Like, what is this? My eyes, you guys know my eyes are pretty much, I could almost call them black, you know? They're so there's such a deep brown. Like, I remember one time this girl asked me if I was wearing contacts because my eyes are so black, and honestly, I still remember you and I still hate you, so. But yeah, that kind of gives you an idea of how dark my eyes are. So to get a vibrant color like this is insane. Like, I think if you guys are into cosplaying or dressing up or anything like that, I would highly recommend getting these contacts. Like, look at them. They're so bright. I probably shouldn't have made that face. That was probably a really ugly face. But they were very, very vibrant, as you can tell. They're also extremely easy to put on. I've put on circle lenses before, and I think they are a little bigger, but the ones that I tried it back in the past, they were very flimsy and hard to put on. These ones kind of just like, you know, like, I wouldn't say magnetized to my eyes, but they went on very easily. They're also very comfortable, very light feeling. I don't know how long I can wear them before they dry on my eyes, just because there is one big negative about this. I think it's a personal negative, but when I look through these contacts at certain angles, it does look very foggy. Now, I do have astigmatism, and these are not astigmatism corrected, but they do have prescription. And when you have astigmatism and wear contacts that are not for astigmatism, it does change your vision a little bit in the sense that it is slightly blurry and isn't as crisp as it could be. Now, that is different from this fogginess that I'm getting. It's kind of like a white fog here and there, like around, it's kind of like in a circle. And I talked to the ladies and everything, and they told me that it's because the contacts probably have a curvature or base that doesn't match directly with mine, and I'm not sure if the cause is astigmatism in general, because I've worn colored contacts with astigmatism and I generally didn't have much of an issue, but it is possible that over time my eyes have changed and thus this happens. But that's the main negative, and because of that I can't really wear these contacts for a very long time because it does give me a headache after a while because everything's not clear, I guess. It's foggy, and obviously I'm never gonna drive with these on because that's just not safe, okay? Yeah, that's how I feel about these contacts. Overall though, if there wasn't that negative, these contacts would be so nice, and they last for a half a year as well. That's an insanely long time. So I really like them. If you guys like them, let me know down below. So I really like them in general besides that one point, and unfortunately I can't be wearing these very often at all. But yeah, I want to know your opinions on these contacts in general. I can't tell if it's just because I'm not used to seeing myself with, you know, nearly black eyes, or it's just the color doesn't match me. Let me know. Does it look funky? Does it look weird? I don't know. Let me know down below, and also let me know if you guys have ever had that problem where it's kind of foggy around the outside. But I'll leave all the links down below as well in the description box, and I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye!